This delivery possible. Purpo, though, this is what we like to see. Leading that charge, taking that space, and Vitinho, well, his debut has not gone fantastically on the Yoru. The rate is just holding the line, already managing to reposition. I think a little bit surprised to spot Purpo in that corner. And now it leaves, well, the debut of one agent didn't go fantastically. Maybe the Cypher debut is going to work.
All right. I mean, the pistol round Yoru on attack, sure. I don't want to say the debut's gone to hell just yet, but yeah, for Redgar, maybe there's a chance. He could pop off with 3. They're watching every single angle.
Yeah, they're ready.
It doesn't matter where he comes from. First player spots him, even if they go down 1v2 with info to play with. And look at the reaction. Immediately, they put him in a box.
Look where the spike is as well.
And they run to the site, take the fight together. There's no way. It's going to be a triple swing on contact.
They don't even need to take the fight. He doesn't actually have time to go and get the spike and plant it. So they're just waiting for him to walk into an implausible angle. And yeah, KC, as ever.
The player's sneaking up, but does he check the left? He's seen one close. He tries to retreat, and Martin catches him. Very nice by KC with the double 2 push. It's netted them a lot of value. The pressure's on B for them to hold on, but look at the util and the players on the way.
Yeah, the rotation's already coming in quickly for that defensive side. Of course, something we didn't talk too much about is the fact that we haven't seen much of the Sentinel at all out from Tamazi. For most of the time, he's basically just been playing on other agents. Nice work from Cloud, though. Managing to put this round on his back. For Martin, though, he does still have a rifle. Has something to play with, can try and do a little bit of damage. We can see how safe Giant X are being using that drone late in the round.
We mentioned this is a round that KC shouldn't really win, but they've got a chance with Martin now. The positions are good, though, from Giant X. You've got a player tucked up close that has to be cleared, and Cloud, it's just a little too quick.
We are going to be seeing this aggressive push into the site. Giant X taking that space, and not really anybody actually looking to hold on to it.
Yeah, they know what they're up against at this point. They just create that space instead. Vitinho being an annoyance up close at yellow, now just backing out. Having created the space, having found it all, here comes a drone up and over from Magnum, and they're looking to barrel forward on the back of this as a decoy that hasn't quite distracted them or drawn their vision. As KC close in towards the site, the fight is good for Shin. Narrate and Tamazi stepping up too, and they know exactly where Hoodie is thanks to the last kill, but his util could buy some time. One snakebite already used, but he's just about out of toxins. Now it comes down to a 1v3 fight, not one he's likely to win. He needs to hit these opening shots. He'll find the first, but that is all.
He knows where he is now.
At least.
Just about, and it will give the space over in towards the site. Shock Dart not going to have the desired result. And at least at this point, not a bad position for Giant X to fight from. Already looking for the trade back. Purple is going to manage to get another. Hoodie with one more. And now Magnum only with a Marshal in hand, and he's being flanked. Redgar, the survivor, is going to get that backstab in the end. A response once again from Giant.
Left on the way through. They haven't just yet. And they've taken a kill. This is where presumably Redgar turns around and finds them, but a little too late to the party. KC have already picked up a wealth of kills, and that advantage will be hard to fight back from. The pit not even reaching all the way onto the spike. This is going to make it incredibly difficult if Purpo goes down for Hoodie to have very much of any impact, especially with a Vandal. Those sprays through the smoke aren't going to go too well. Well, here's a real test for Hoodie. They know where he is now. They've echoed, well, I thought they did. They're still looking in main. He almost snuck his way back over, but just too many bodies to deal with.
So far, I'll be honest, definitely some gaps within it. And they're going to go back to this B-site hold. Now, bear in mind, last time out, Cloud absolutely farmed. It's not gone well to start.
Yeah, but they've gotten a lot of space. So they've lost a player, but at what cost? Well, nothing they're able to convert by the looks of it. What was that shot by Martin? 3 quick kills. There is nothing better, though, than when you take a round and you just as you're winning, you hear that old pop, you're like, yeah, don't got that anymore, do you? I like Vitinho's clearance. It's good. That's what the dimensional drift is all about.
They're happy to play retake, though. That has been the case so far in this game. They're already going. He's right on the corner already. Pop flash through the timing. Not bad from Vitinho. At least gets rid of Tamazi. But Martin is just looking to try and do this alone. Has support from Magnum. Oh, it's labored. But eventually the second shot from Hoodie is wonderful. Leaving it into a 2v2 scenario. Redgar not going to get anything done. And now it's left onto Cloud. There's no other man you'd want in this sort of scenario, but already being pinged up by the drone. I think it's already going to start being diffused. I don't think that's actually connected. He can't quite correct. Magnum will get themselves another round.
A game changer, the op in the hands of Purpo, but there's an op in the hands of Martine, and it's a head-to-head battle that Purpo wins.
Yeah, a good start to the round at least, but they're putting that pressure onto Redgar again. He's been having a bit of a rough time. I'm surprised Magnum is still going for this. He is being revealed, and he somehow still kills Redgar. They're literally waiting for him. They're watching as well, just in case there's a second layer to this, and there is. Narrate, he might catch one on the way out, but no. They will be able to fade away. Giant X for the first time in a while, going towards that B side with a man advantage.
And they've got the perfect read. They know Viper's A, and you're pretty sure that someone just shot at you from tube. So at that point, there's only one player on B. Only one. And that's Tamazi. With deep traps as well, he's got to take the fight on them, normal as can be, and the trade is quick for Purpo. Narrate already on backside though. The pace has caught them off, and he's standing strong, taking every kill, leaving Hoodie alone. 2 orbs away from grabbing a Viper's Pit. Oh, if he had it now, that could turn the tides in his favor. But the spike is down in the open, no wall to work with. He's already got his down. It actually might get him to the spike if he used it, but instead, he goes walkabouts for a kill.
He might actually have more kills than both the duelists on the other side. Like, he has been on one, and they have been missing Tamazi as well. All the timing of the peak is so good on the trade. 3 players are waiting. 3 of them fall. Redgar, it's worse odds than the first pistol. Do you believe in the 1v4?
The 1v3, no, but the 1v4, Tom, 70 HP on Shin, 74 on Magnum.
Do you believe?
No.
Wow, that was toxic. You for a second, you almost convinced me. Never mind, Narrate is going to put him in the ground and...
The corner. If Hoodie can find some value with Vitinho baiting for him, a lot could be done, but he's spotted immediately. Now he's going to get out of there while being revealed. He does actually escape. Cloud gets one from afar, but a very aggressive push leaves them blindsided to Vitinho's attack. Even still, though, he's only good for the 1. Cloud has to do so much more. The damage done to Tamazi, though. 38 HP.
Crossed.
Shock dart through. Magnum caught as well. That's it. It's got to be. Tamazi with an outlaw in hand. Only 1 player that's 1 shot to him. Spike still to be planted, and 30 HP himself. Still a shock dart for Cloud. As soon as this is tapped, that Shocky's on the way.
He's trying to work out if there's some better weaponry for him to take.
10 seconds left.
Trying to fake out the sound a little bit. Does manage to land the shot onto Redgar. Puts this into a 1 versus 1. Cloud already looking to wrap back around, but I think Tamazi might have actually figured this one out. Trying to spot where the man on the other side is. That time ticking down. Neither player really knowing where the other is. And eventually Cloud will save them once again. It's their 4th round. And
some good opportunities on this map as well with so many sight lines. But he's diving in first. You know, crazy to see a player doing this. He swapped over weapons to grab the Vandal. And he'll be dropped down up close. Magnum didn't even bother taking the outlaw. He's run out with a classic in hand. Let's hope he's not needed to fight with Narrate down. He may well be. He's finally recovered the outlaw with a chance to do some damage from afar, but the spike is isolated on sight. Shin's being spotted. Could be spammed from that wall any time now. They need to close in the distance and find some control on this attack side, because right now it looks like everything is playing towards Giant X's court. And in a second, blink and you miss it. The kills come in. Shin finds 2. And Redgar's alone. The information now finding its way into the hands of KC. There'll be no element of surprise for Redgar. A weaponry disadvantage, but he's got the HP on them at least. 25 shields. Tamazi's tagged and Shin is very low. Problem is, they're not looking to move, Tom. They're just grouped up, waiting, confirming he's still there. And the time is on their side. They'll take the fight. I love the reposition. I love the way they drop the wall to take a 1v2, find some information. He'll just get here with the gate crash. Flash was a little shallow, but he's on the site. Just wants to be here for Redgar to fight with him, and he picks up 1 for his trouble, a second as well. They weren't ready for Vitinho, but he needs to do so much more still. Waiting to see Shin's head, but it never comes. Never crests the horizon. Instead, Purpo and Hoodie are left to do it all. That rifle still yet to find its mark for Purpo. The wall is up, keeping him out, so Hoodie's isolated in the duel. The dash leaves him still in the open, but Purpo recovers. 1 versus 1. Martine having snuck away, the time ticking down. No smokes for Purpo, not even that cloud burst to get him on the spike, to get it near half. Instead, he has to win the fight. Bait Martin into open combat. It'll be the tap and the hold thereafter, but Martin's wise to it. He's just playing with the clock, running down the timer, and finding his mark in the end. 13-4, a convincing opening map for the side of Carmine Corp.
And the backlines as well. Obviously, Hoodie now taking over that Cypher. It seems like that role is going to be split between multiple players. Surprised Vitinho's not the one taking it, if I'm honest. I think Hoodie's breach is one I enjoy, but nonetheless, we'll see how they make this work. This is something that KC almost enjoy, getting into these post-plant scenarios. They now have that KO as well, which is going to add another layer in terms of the utility, and they may not even need it as they just slaughter every member of that Giant X squad. The HUD can't even quite believe it just yet.
Take setups from GX towards B. This time, though, KC are here to test their
Oh
mid-control with a straight-up
my.
blitz. A paranoia and a dizzy used. So much space claimed. And KC now, they have their way with the A site. Redgar is isolated. If anything, they've turned their back to kill Purpo as well. And where does Redgar go? There's a player in front of him, some behind him, and they're all around. But Redgar got two. Maybe there's still a chance with a 2v2.
Yeah, there's a possibility. Already able to get extra information. The plant?
Oh, but it didn't really make it that far around the corner. That's not retrievable. Thrash here, a glorified recon drone. It buys them a little bit of time, but there's a drone on the other side. GX will claim back that space, seeing one, but they didn't see the player close. It was destroyed too quickly. Tamazi has the jump, but he loses the fight, and Narrate's now alone. He's good in these positions. Clutching! So good! That connection, clinical!
For a couple of months.
Hey, Vitinho as well. He's not looked too bad. Purpo, though, leading the charge in this one. 2 quick kills, and they're fighting tooth and nail for it, but maybe a little too much. Overcommitting to the duels, perhaps, until the support comes in. Cloud and Vitinho tying that one up nice and neat. And
clear some of the utility, but actually sending it forward is only going to slow them down. An immediate response off that rolling thunder, but the showstopper is going to drop Redgar immediately. The flash through, however, is only going to garner a trade, and now that pushback coming through from the side of Giant X, making things more costly, making things close, as it will just be Tamazi left. A 1 versus 2 as they look to peak this one together. Great work from Giant X and a good round overall.
Yeah, another very good look from them. Grills of KC, aggression. No, this is what I'm saying. It's not the same from Giant X. You can't just push up like that every round. Eventually, there's going to be 5 guys staring at you when you make a round.
Look at the jump already. I thought Martin might actually be able to get away with that, as he does get very far forward. Again, they make these rounds look competitive, but the amount of HP they've already lost, giving up a kill. And for now, at least, they are still sticking together as a unit. The only worry for me is they are moving very slow.
Yeah, the timer's going to be ticked away. There's some weapons to spam with. Narrate, not really. He's on the Vandal. The chance for Shin. We'll see. I mean, it's going to be down to blind luck, essentially. They're willing to gamble this round with the lower HP on spam wins. It's not always going to work out. Defuse underway. Out of bullets. Spray from Shin is good. A few bullets connected. Narrate closes it. They got... As GX look to wrap back around, that spike still needs to be planted. They want to take advantage of the chaos with quick kills coming in. And Thrash used up. It's actually caught them. Huge with Redgar. I don't know what's happening with Narrate there. But he's caught Redgar in the end. Bought some time perhaps for Tamazi to come up and find this quick kill, make it more awkward, but he's left in a 1v2. Tamazi to do it all. And the defuse down right underneath his nose. He's going to go for the spams instead, but they're off it. They're willing to run down this clock a little bit, and the cage didn't quite reach where it needed to. Purpo on his 3rd kill of the round. Giant X have quite a battle on their hands, looking for a B main crunch with lots of utility thrown through, but cancelled out. Well placed. Knife coming out of Magnum, but Shin's fallen to the spams. They're running through this util, and they're losing their lives to it. A showstopper used, confirms the round. Purpo even landing his 3rd back-to-back. They know the Purpo's here. They know the site is lost, at least they're spotting that as we speak. A costly bit of information. Good blast pack, but the player's too close. Cloud got his double. They've shut down Purpo, leaving it to the 1 versus 1. The sneak around from Narrate, 45 HP, spotted, trap destroyed, headshot angle, but Hoodie hits the shot. They want to beat them. They want to take that spot in Shanghai, and it's going to be a long road for them. Even in this series, 6-6, pistol round, carry some weight. They can farm up some rounds. It could be good for them, but Redgar off to a poor start. He's dropped off rip, but it looks like they want to fight for spawn here.
This might be the wrong call. There's a couple of players waiting. The flash should actually be able to catch Martini, dodges it, but still isn't able to take that fight. Magnum not quite quick enough on the trade. Narrate also looking to push in. He did damage early in the round to Cloud, keeping them low, but this death ball, the swing's coming out. It's not pretty for Magnum, but eventually he gets the job done. Left onto Cloud, dinked at the beginning of the round. Left on 20 to try and find 2. Spike planted, not in a bad position for him, but you can see Magnum already just pre-firing some of the shots. The smoke onto it is going to make things all the more difficult. Needs his kill immediately, and even the tap to the face.
Them into a wide open A site, barring the traps.
This is the classic setup, though. KC absolutely love to play retake on this map, so they are more than happy to give up that space, allow for that plant to come through. The only real danger in this round is going to be Hoodie on the lurks. It's being checked for, but he is so passive. He's not going to be found. The only thing will be if he can hit that timing just right. The thing is, the main problem, that weaponry disadvantage.
They're close range, though. They got the numbers to work with. Cloud has somehow picked 3 with a classic in his hand. This is unbelievable. They shouldn't have had a chance in this round, and instead, Cloud got 4 kills. As soon as they hear that util, the wrap is back around. The players move to the site. Magnum, good for 1. Showstoppers caught another, and this has slowed down the push from GX, but still, the man advantage isn't that far gone, but 12 seconds is the main problem. The plant needs to come through, and it looks like it will, but the blitz right afterwards puts them in the ground.
They could catch them. Hot Flash looking to go over the top, trying to reclaim some space. They had the close angle cleared already by the Gecko utility, and Magnum is now going to clear Redgar, who seemed to be lost.
I think they genuinely didn't notice the trap was broken behind, and the chaos and the noise. I don't know the flash would have helped that much, but they were definitely unaware. KC, though, unaware of the player towards the backside. Cloud's got the perfect position to pounce. He's found his 1, but he won't get much more than that, and KC quickly stormed the site.
Yeah, but of course, Giant still stand in their way. We're at a 9-9 scoreline. It definitely isn't done yet, and it looks like we're going straight back in to what will be this B site take once again. Already, though, set up immediately for a retake. Thomasy has just spammed through the smoke and managed to take 2 heads off while he's doing it. Taking over completely. The young man from Portugal could have had himself an ace. It's not going to be happening. Should have stolen it away, but
smoke up. Well, it'll allow him to still get them when they come through. Of course, the flashes you're expecting to see. Nade going to slice up this attack a little bit. Purpo isolated, spam down to Mazzy, takes him in the open, and the camera's getting all the information all the while. They have no idea that they're being spotted, caught in 4K as KC pushed to 12.
This might be the moment to fall back, but actually, Hoodie moving forward. Again, the rotations are quick enough at this stage. Hunter's Fury through. It's going to be dodged, and in the meantime, while it's being utilized, pretty much everyone goes down, leaving this into just 1 player standing. Cloud, he's been their hero a couple of times. He's given them a round that maybe they shouldn't in the past, but to keep them in this series, to keep them in this map, he needs to pull off a miracle. 30 seconds to do it.
30 seconds left.
Well, I think this one's sealed, signed, and perhaps delivered. Cloud, 20 seconds. They are waiting, biding their time, knowing he can't get that spike planted and kill us all in time. And with 12 left, it's a formality as to when and how he goes down, not if. Of course, it's Tamazi to pick up another. A lights-out series from him and from KC in general. 13-4 and 13-9.